Right, you ready then? Transfer window, obviously. Championship, obviously. Quite a few unhappy players that want to leave. Two of them have already desperately want to leave and then immediately turned down the clubs that put in bid for them. So that's always nice. Not that desperate to leave then, are they? I don't know how this is going to go. So, fingers crossed, Duncan can pull out a little miracle. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to the Journeyman. It's not a Journeyman, is it? It's kind of the opposite of a Journeyman. I haven't journeyed anywhere. I've just sat in one room. Welcome back. Sorry, there was no video yesterday. I went to record and I just had a massive migraine and I didn't feel like doing a transfer window with them. It's going to give me a migraine. I don't want to start with one. So, big news though. I have signed a new coach. Baby steps, all right? Baby steps. Where is he? He is a coach, and his name is Andy Robertson. He's just retired. I thought, why not? Pick him up. Pick him up. So, currently, Leperto, there's bids in for him. 4 million. I mean, he already rejected 5 million from another place, so I was like, just take all these for fours. Hopefully, he'll go. Ivanusic did get a £12 million bid from Monza, and he rejected them, because he's a twat. We are also, the Sheriff has an active release clause, which I'm assuming is going to is done at 7.25 mil. But we have signed a couple of new contracts. Tom is very unhappy about wanting to leave, but he doesn't have a release clause, so fuck it. He's staying. Pablo Lara, and he's got, I think, his release clause, but it's quite big. It's 32 million. The other Spanish guy's got 37 million. Finn Stevens is just signed a new contract. So, 6 million quid, because of future transfers and all that. Not the most money, but if we can make 20 more, then we should be all right. No bids yet. Duncan's just surveying the scene. He's ready to pounce on big transfers. Yeah? Okay. Start the transfer window. Yep. We're all good. Right. Let you know when something important happens. Oh God, I've still got these shities, haven't I? Hang on. Let's sort by wages. These two need to leave. Not on a loan. They need just to go for any sort of money. His contract's running out. That's good, because he's on 40 grand a week. Divine. Do I keep him now that we're in the championship? He wasn't terrible. Okay, no, we don't keep him. Okay, he's out. We get any sort of money. A couple of mil for him, I'll take it. Lewis Potter's another one that's going, but nobody wants to bid for him. I would keep him, but he's massive wages. He's 29. It's the only time we're going to get money for him. So I'd prefer if he could just leave Norwich. Okay, might take a little bit for him. We don't have to rush it, though. We've got money to get the first signings in, and then we'll just keep flooding Duncan with cash, much like a stripper. Okay. Leperto's gone, 33 years old. His physicals are just tipping over the abyss. He's on not 31 grand, decent wages, but I'm happy to get 4 million quid for him. Nobody wants Divine for any sort of money. Okay, first sale done, 4 million. Are we getting 100%? We are getting at least 100% of this. The wages are naturally obviously going to reduce if we can get rid of a few of those players. So we're on our way. £10 million, Duncan. Have at it. Surprisingly, I didn't think he'd go, but he's off to Strasbourg. I don't know how much money they're offering. I'm actually interested to see if he turned down another 40. He has taken I think he was on 60. Like, he'd be a decent championship player, but again, we needed to cash in. He was on high wages and he's 31. So, big dunks. 17 million. Our wages are about to shoot down. And we've still got players that are going to be leaving. Jer did have a bid from somebody. I think it was Wolves. Oh, Norwich. Like £10 million plus 10 million add-ons and stuff like that. I'm not. He's got a release clause of 19 million or whatever. They bid that, and you can go. But we are keeping Jay because, as we know, as we've learned, he is our deadliest striker. In what would be considered a rather controversial move for the fans, the West Ham board have offered me a job interview. They're in the Champions League. Imagine. Obviously, I'm not doing it. Step down, innit? But like, imagine if you're a West Ham fan. You're like, oh, we just lost our manager. We got in the Champions League. Oh, we just lost our manager. Who are we getting in? Oh, who are we getting in? Who are we getting in? That's bonkers. I've done you a favour there, West Ham. Right, still struggling to sell a few players, but Duncan has made a move. It's not the most exciting move, but it is a move that we need, and it looks like a backup goalkeeper for at 1.9 million, which is acceptable. Don't want to spend any more than that on somebody that's not going to be playing unless our big guy leaves. Then that would be a slight problem. Other than that, still a bit quiet. One other thing, we'll keep an eye on this. Season preview, we are currently 9th. This is before players have left and players have come in. I'm interested to see how we go. 10-1, okay? Put this in my brain. 10-1, 9th, 10-1, 9th. Okay, good, okay. Okay, got a slight problem. I didn't... Because I never do this sort of transfer. The Tommy Doyle one, I'd assumed it was taken into account with the transfer. No, it's just wiped out our entire transfer budget. Just wiped it out. At 29 million. Oh, that's horrendous. Oh, that is truly awful. Still in for this goal. 26, good age, okay. That changes things a little bit. Oh dear. I thought they gave us our transfer budget based on already taking out the money that would be used. Okay. That's fine. I like a challenge. Aperto's gone. We're up to 6. A lot of transfers have left, and obviously from the other clubs as well. 8-1. We're on the way up, boys. We're on the way up. Oh dear, we've got no money. So if I'd not Leperto, if I just waited 2 weeks and Ivanusic, they would have wiped out what we had, but then I could have just made the money because we didn't go into the red. I feel like it should have gone into like minus 15 million or whatever. Like, okay. Record transfer. Okay. Yep. Right, on loan. Nobody's bidding for Divine. They're not even remotely paying his wages. He's far too overpaid. But we might need to keep him now. They're still trying to sell him, but if we can't, then we'll just have to keep him. Oh, this is looking worrying. Duncan, if you're listening, Dunks, big Dunks, could maybe a loan signings. How about some loan? What about if I get you a cheeky senior affiliate? Yeah, we agree. Good. Okay, but then what you have to do, Duncan, is use that affiliate so you can get the. Oh, it's got so much worse. I was comfortable. I was like, okay, we got plenty of money here. This should be fine. Okay, the sheriff's going. 7.25 mil. Oh dear, this is all going horribly wrong. Joshua King, who's 23 and also Scottish. Okay, we're getting Pinto in. Making moves. Diogo Pinto. Hey, good goalkeeper. Really good for the money. All right, Dunks. I see what you're doing there. I like that. I'm going to give that a genuine A. Not because he's like world class or anything, but we needed a goalkeeper. He can play. He plays. He's a good value. He's a good age. I'm going to give that an A. All right, we started strong. He's going to need to pull out a fucking miracle now, though. We got no money. Oh, I need to raise fundages. He has a minimum fee release clause for domestic clubs in a high, so Premier League clubs. Mallorca? You can fuck off, non-negotiable bollocks. I don't want to sell him. He's like our best. But if we get... Don't worry about that. I don't know if I want to do this or not, but I kind of need cash. $35. Because there's a chance we lose him for 37.5 anyway, just flat. Oh, he's so good. He's one of our 2 wonder kids. I think I have to do it. I need to raise fundages. I need to raise funds. Okay, everybody's going in for the sheriff now, and he already wants to leave, so he's definitely going. Yeah, we got to raise funds. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. Didn't want to lose him. Okay, that's fine. Got an will I be able to allocate an ESC slot to him? You never quite know. There you go. Yeah, we made 40 grand. Okay, we're reining it back in. Sweet. Right, Rios is going to Leuven. 30 mil quid, and then 12.5 mil after only 20 games, and 30% of the... It's got to be done. In other shitty news, ironically, after giving the signing an A, he failed his work permit, and I wasn't allowed this time, for some reason, to give him one of our foreign player spots, so that got cancelled, and he's in for another goalkeeper. It's all he seems to be signing at the moment, and it's a little bit expensive considering our lack of cash. Does he know something about Brolin that I don't? Because he's here and he's got a 4-year deal, and I think he doesn't have a release clause, and he seems happy enough to be here. I feel like we shouldn't be spending most of our cash on a player. The Sheriff has gone as well for 7.25, as expected. Still need to sell some players. We have had a bid for Tom, and the players were unhappy about me not letting him leave, but... Tough shit, he's going to carry us back to the Premier League. Okay, starting to get a little bit worried now. The goalkeeper chose somebody else. Was he any good? Fine, but I'm sure you could pick up somebody cheaper. It was like a £4 million bid, I think it was. Nobody wants to see Pedro. I looked about bringing him back, but I just need rid of him. Just anybody on a free. Anybody want to pay his wages. Team's looking a little bit on the light side. We have a bid for Kane Lewis Potter, though. There's probably a good solid argument for just 12 million for just keeping him. But I'm committed to the bid now. We got Duncan. We got 33 mils now. We got 34 mils. Yeah, we got 200 grand in wages. Okay, how are we looking in the old season preview? We're sitting in 9th, back to where we were. Okay, so if he leaves. We basically have like a first 11, don't we? No, our 11 is pretty good. It's everything else that's a slight problem, and we are a couple of weeks away from the season starting. So big dunks. Maybe try and get one of those. Maybe put in a bid. It's not even bid for anybody else. Just 2 goalkeepers. Also, ridiculous news: Tom Davies isn't even in the list of top goal scorer of the Championship. Well, we'll find out, shall we? Okay, we do have our best youngster. This is the other Spanish youngster who has a 32 million release clause, but nobody's interested, so I'm assuming we're going to keep him. As much as £32 million is nice, doesn't really matter if we don't buy anybody, so I'd rather just keep the player at this point. Don't worry, boys, sorted. We're in for a goalkeeper. Epping, he's free, so this is kind of perfect. This is 24 years old, doesn't have to be that good, right? And he's free, so that's good. But still not Duncan. There's a whole team, we don't just need goalkeepers, do we? We need an entire team of players. Oh, I'm starting to worry here. Is our Spanish boy not counted? I'm sure he should be on for Young Player of the Season, but okay. Okay. It's the best I could do. There's, again, argument for just keeping him now, but once my mind's made up, he's dead to me. They're paying 90% of his wages and a little bit extra, so profit? Question mark. I think they have an optional thing to get him for free. So yes, what a great bid. Okay, right, he's off. He's off. Okay, Dunk getting a little bit panicky now, Dunk. Yeah. I just want to see bids, even like as you just wait into deadline day and he's just going to absolutely spooge it all over the place. He's going to bukkake transfers all over deadline day. That's his plan. Okay, well, first game of the season. I'm going to look at this guy. We're waiting for a work permit. I'm assuming he won't get one and I won't get a choice. Okay, he should get a work permit, right? He's a Thai international. It's a random... Okay, it's a random site, but as a backup championship goal, that is fine and it's free. Look, we're beggars can't be choosers. I need this goalkeeper to come in just so he can then go maybe sign some other players, because this is our team for the first game of the season. Right, let's go through it. Brolin in goal. Canate signed a new contract, which is great, and we've got Morris. We've got two very good wing backs. And they will be massively important this season. We'll go with Finn at right back to start with. We did get like a £25 million for Jay. He's got a release clause, but it is for Champions League clubs. And I would sort of take the money, but we can't. We've got no players. Boss. Hey, Nat Phillips is our backup. Hey, Alip, I guess, is our fourth choice, which is okay. Little on the worrying side. We'll go. Let's go for the ones we know. Right, Poacher, Rahovic, and then Tommy Doyle, who's now he's like a bad smell. He's now our captain, which is great news. He had a few good games here. Beggars and choosers and all this stuff. Canate start, and then we've got he wants to leave, but like I said, he can leave for his release clause. He seems okay with that. And then Pablo, pretty like a solid all-rounder with amazing physicals. I think we'll go box to box with him, and then we can go Skelly as the halfback and Som as the ball-winning midfielder, which is that's fine. That's fine. Oh, it's hard to see. Like, that 11 isn't too bad. I think a starting centre back, and that 11 is fine. I think it's the rest that's the problem. So you can go on the bench. Well, everybody goes on the bench. Okay. And I want to stick with this tactic. I want to try it out more, and it did well. I might. I'm going to swap these over. I want Lara side as the box to box. Some ball-winning midfielder. Okay. It's fine. That's fine. Have a look at our odds before we kick off first game of the season. 11-1. We've dropped slightly, but we're still okay. They only wanted top half. But we do have an exceptional amount of money that I'd like us to maybe spend some of. Maybe try and spend it on players that don't need a work permit and then fail. Just a thought. I wonder if we can move any of these players. Like not really a ball-winning mid, is he? He doesn't really have that. I don't like that. I like aggression in a ball-winning mid. What about Canate? He's actually better. He's also very good going forward. But if needs must, he knows the position, essentially. If needs must, we can bring him in. Alip can play as the centre-back and the half-back backup. Nat Phillips is the backup. Hey. This guy, he kicked up a fuss because he said because of our relegation, he wanted to leave. Like, how good do you think you are, mate? That's bonkers. You're literally only in my squad because I forgot. And also because I don't want him to sign a third choice goalkeeper. Because the AI likes to have 3 goalkeepers at all times, it seems. Right. Actually, Who are we playing? Hull, right? Hull. Playing Hull. I want to see. They are favourites to go up. They are a little bit of a yo-yo team. They finished third last season. Who came down with me? Leeds and Plymouth. Hey, Leeds are just going to be up there. Plymouth, I'm hoping, just fall down a little bit. Promoted Wigan, Stoke and Reading. Got Stockport in the league. Okay, at least we might see some wins. This might be Tommy Doyle's level. But Tom Davies now is going to... I want Tom Davies to score at least 15 league goals this season. Stay positive. This tactic should work, hopefully. Riveting start to the game here. Like, no injuries, lads. No injuries. And also, don't run about too much, because subs are a little bit light. Alright. I can't even say there's lots of fresh faces and people are getting used to it. There's no new players. Alright. I think, but away against the favourites to get promoted, that's not too bad. Right, Luke Robinson needs to start training on being the poacher back up. All right, what super subs are we making? Let's go. Morris for Canate. Don't have anybody that can go central midfield. Skelly would have to move in. Tommy Doyle is already knackered. Okay. I'm going to go this, then this. Alip. Okay. Okay. Bit of possession. Voice. No shots on target. Plymouth were already top of the league. But this is okay. This is fine. If they're the best team in the league, and we've kept them to 2 shots, none on target, 0.2 XG. This last 20 minutes is going to be tough due to lack of footballers, lack of human beings. If we go... Whip those crosses. Just so we don't kill our players in the first week of football. Go on, little chance at the end. Anything at the end? We've been the better teams. Just. Any? No. Okay, well, bloody hell. That was a football match. Trust the process, lads. Trust the process. The good news is, well, that's, to be fair, that's a decent result. I'll take that first game of the season. But the other good news, not injuries. Debut, was it? Debut. Not counting the goal drought. Look, fresh season, lads. Nobody cares about goal droughts. Okay, the good news is that the team, that considering we've been relegated, and yes, there's a few players that want to leave, but the only one that I've turned a bid down from is Canate. All of the others, I said that they can go if the release clause is met. Apart from Tom, I don't. But club atmosphere is good. Support is good. Team cohesion is obviously good because nobody's fucking here. We just need depth. So, we need a centre-back starter. If I'm doing the transfer window, right, if I'm doing it, I need, ideally left-footed, but beggars can't be choosers, a starting centre-back, a right-back, attacking wing-back to battle with Finn Stevens. We need another sort of centre mid attack, box to box, maybe 2 to add to the depth here, and another striker. That is all doable with £44 million and £300,000 worth of wages. Oh, and a backup goalkeeper, which hopefully that's fixed. All right, well, we still got a ton of time, 30 days. And all that really matters is obviously the last day when Duncan gets to work. So, wish me luck. We're undefeated. Undefeated season. Let's go.